Hey everyone, welcome to another transformation video. I'm going to go ahead and do the Magic Square Constructicon Set A, or Set 1, whatever. They're Shovel Master and Roller Master. I'm going to go from Robot to Vehicle to Combine and back to Robot. I'm going to go ahead and start with Shovel Master here, and we'll go through the whole process and then do Roller Master next. And hopefully there should be timestamps to mark everything and thing. If I don't, yell at me in the comments so I remember to put them on. But anyway, start off here, you want to go ahead and take his head and rotate it 180, like that. Let's get that out of the way. Right here, you want to take the hand here. What you want to do is you want to take right here, you want to take this and just move the hand up like that so it pops this loose, so you can then open this up and then rotate the hand around like this into that, and then close this up and lock it in place. You take this and rotate the bicep around like this, so the hand, you can see this is facing outward. Same thing on this side. Take this and pop that loose. Open that up. Rotate the hand in. Close that up. And then rotate this so that this is facing outward like that. You go ahead right here and take this and move this L assembly out like that. Just get that out of the way. Take these side panels, the side of the torso, and untap those and move those out and up like that against the head. Same with this side, up against the head. Then you take the wheels here and unfold them forward like this. Go ahead and take this panel here and move that forward just a bit, just to get things out of the way a bit. Go ahead and take these side skirts and flip them up, and flip this up. So you want to take these right here. They're the hinge right here next to this hinge right here. You want to fold it right here at this hinge and bring this down inward like that. Same thing on this side. Bring this down and in like that. You take this panel right here, the butt flap, and rotate this up, and it'll tab in like that. Give it a good push like that, and give it a good push. It'll tab in right there. Take the wheels here. Take this panel and bring that back down. Take the wheels, rotate them up, and these tabs right here will go into these slots on the shoulders, like so, and like so. There you go. Make sure this is all pushed in together. You can bring this back down, bring this panel down right here, and then take this panel right here, flip this up, and they'll go over these tabs right here, cover on with the head. Give it a good firm press so it's nice and in there. You take the shovel here and you bring it forward, and these tabs right here will these over notches on the shovel arms right there, and that will go forward like that. And then for this now, just leave this out of the way because you're going to have to work on the legs first before you really want to deal with that. So this, you want to take the wheels here and just move them down like that. Take this part, there's right here, you want to get your thumbnail in there right there, and then pull this out like that. And you push on this part right here. I'd like to push right here and then get this the rest of the way open like that. Then you can bring the foot up and you rotate the toe down like this. Then rotate the whole foot around and then compress the toe in. You can see there's a little slider right here. You can press the toe in right here on this slider. And then rotate it up and inward, and on this platform you want to bring out and around and close it up back here like this, and then close this up and make sure the foot is up in there. And this, you want to go ahead and have the heel piece folded up a little bit so it's like that, at least in my experience. Then take this part and move this down all the way, unfold this as well, unfold that, move this out. Then go ahead and rotate this outer piece right here. You want to rotate it right here. It'll tab into the thigh. And with the legs straightened out, tab into the thigh. That. And then this part right here will kind of, you want to fold this up like that. There's multiple hinges right here. You want to fold this up such a way that this will tab in and cover up the hand like that. Should sit nice and flush like so. Same thing on this side. We'll do all that same stuff on this side. So go ahead and take this leg and Separate this leg out. That. Push on this panel. So open that up. Take the foot, rotate that up, rotate the toe down, rotate the whole foot 180, compress the toe, then flip it around, bringing this panel out and closing up that gap, closing this up right here, and bring the foot in and then take the heel and make sure to fold that up a bit to get it out of the way. Take this and unfold that. Unfold this panel right there. Rotate this up. Rotate this whole thing around. Get the knee straightened out. Bring this around. Tap it into the thigh. And then maneuver this so that this all taps together right here. Like that, essentially. Go ahead and peg the legs together. Like that. And then go ahead and bring this all up. And hopefully it will... right here you want to see this. These panels right here inside the leg will tab into the knees. And it's make sure you want to get that all correct and whatnot. Make sure those are flattened out in the back. And then bring this down. And right here, there's a little notch here where this part will go over. Go ahead and bring this back like that, and then bring these wheels down. There's a little, this right here, they'll tab in right there. Tab in right there. Bring that all down, make sure it's all squared away there. Sometimes some of it might come a little undone in the process, but don't worry, it will fix itself eventually. And finally take this canopy thing and unfold it. Bring it out, straighten this all out so it looks like this. And then bring this back. More or less like that, yep. Bring that back and there you go. There's the alt mode. And to take it to combine mode, what you got to do here is, well, you got to get, let's see, you got to get this stuff. You got this side panels. You got to unfold that from both sides. Just unfold the side panels right there. Untab the wheels here. Again, might be easier to go ahead and move this out of the way a bit as well. So you get in here and grab the arms and bring them out. Also take the shovel and move that up. Just untab that shovel. Bring the arms out, rotate this around, and then rotate this around so it looks like that. And then you want to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. Bring the arm out, rotate it around, bring it around like that. And then close this panel up right here. And this right here, you want to bring the wheels out and they'll tab in this notch here instead. And that will help lock the arm in place so it's not moving around on you. Which is ideal for, which would be less than ideal for the combined mode, to say the least. Up here, what you want to do is go ahead and take these pieces and fold that up and move that in. Kind of helps fill things out like a little bit like that. Same with this side, move that in and help fill out the gaps a bit. The shovel here, this is a little tricky. There are tabs right here at the bottom of the shovel, or right here at this part of the hinge. See that tab right there? That tab right there needs to go into that slot right there, and you have to more or less do it like this, so that both tabs are angled into the slots, and then you push on it so that they go in, and hopefully it will go in correctly. I've noticed sometimes I have to reset and try again a couple times. Yeah, I push that in like that, and that will push all that shovel into place. One more time. Yeah. So make sure those tabs are ready and angled in those slots, and just give even pressure so that they go in all firm and solid. That will also tab these in, and this will now lock into place, so this is sitting correctly for foot mode. You want to go ahead and get this part out of the way, because you also want to open this back up, right? Open that back up, and then start transforming the feet as if you're trying to go back to robot mode a little bit. So you have to open up this panel, get the foot out. Again, extend the toe just so you can, rotate the, extend the toe, rotate the toe down, and then rotate the foot around, and then we'll collapse the toe back up, rotate the foot backwards this way, and then get this panel out. So close that all back up and close the panel right there, and have the foot sitting like this, and make sure the heel is also angled up a little bit, just so to make sure it's out of the way. Again, in my experience on that one anyway. You want it looking more or less like that. The same thing on this side. Open that up, rotate the foot around so you can extend the toe, rotate, move the toe down, rotate the foot around, rotate the foot toe back up, collapse it in, and then rotate the foot back around to the back side. Close up this panel, close up this panel, and then make sure that the toe is sitting roughly like this. Then from there you can go ahead and peg these together and close that back up, and then again, once again, you want to tab it in right here and make sure those are nice and flattened. Now here's the trickier part. Now when you bring this down, there's little slots here on the bottom of the foot. Those, you want to take this purple piece, you want to unfold that and bring it back down. Those will tab in to that right there. And that's a little tricky for multiple reasons. Just getting it all lined up is tricky, and getting them to actually tab in is a little tricky. But once you do it a couple times, it becomes a little easier, and that goes in. Those will tab in. Hopefully, that one did not tab in properly. Still not tabbed in properly. There we go. Yeah, now it's tabbed in. And you take this piece, the canopy piece, you bring this up and bring it right down like this, and then take the actual canopy and collapse that up like that to cover up the gappages, and then you can go ahead and bring the wheels back down and tab them where it's supposed to go and all that stuff. And one last thing I kind of actually glossed over, which is these pieces right here. There's these slots right here. There's actually little tabs in there. I'm sure you can see them, but right there's little tabs right inside there on the hip skirt. You want to more or less kind of tab these into those, and that's, a little bit of a pain, but it's doable. Just, a matter of getting everything lined up properly, and then it'll click in eventually. It's a matter of getting everything lined up. There we go. Yeah, see, it's need these pieces, and again, like this, and then eventually, there we go. Yeah, that's all tabs in. That locks that in, and then this all works properly, and there you go. There you go, there. That's all locked in, and that's the full leg mode for Shovel Master. Well, almost. There we go. Get that up. Not too complicated, but annoying sometimes. But yeah. So to transform it into robot mode from here, it's actually not too hard. You gotta take this part right here, untab that wheel and bring it up, untab this wheel, bring that up, and then go ahead and unfold this whole thing, untabbing everything in the process, which is a lot more difficult when the feet are tabbed in. Untab that and bring these wheels down to the sides like that. Go ahead and untab this piece, bring it down, make sure that's all lined up right here. Fold that in, and then close this up, and this little notch will go over that tab. So you can go ahead and open this panel, rotate this panel in, and bring the foot forward, extend the toe, close this panel up, flatten out the heel and everything, and then go ahead and close this whole leg up like that. Tab that all in, and then take this and tab it into the side of the leg. That's one leg done. And untab this, bring it down. So fold this up, fold this in. Again, notch goes over the tab like that. Open up this panel, Fold this panel around. So, bring this back down. Go ahead and extend the toe. Flatten out the heel and bring the foot back so it's sitting more or less like that. That helps standing base. And then bring the leg up and collapse it into itself. And take this wheel and tab it into the leg right here. That's the leg's done. Now up here you want to go ahead and untab the wheels here and just bring them forward like that. Go ahead and open that up like that to get that out of the way. Bring this up like that. Untab the shovel stuff. Just bring that up and out of the way like that. Take this piece and unfold that. Get the arms. Open them up like that and rotate them around like that. Bring them up like that. Again, bring this piece out and rotate the arm around. Go ahead and open this up so you can then bring the hip skirts down, hip skirt down, hip skirt down. You can close this up and bring the wheels in. Bring the wheels in like that. This would be sitting like that. You bring the backpack down like that. Actually, before you do the backpack, then you bring this part down, and there's a little knot tab here which go into this little notch, and this tab right here will go into a slot on the back side of this. When it's all lined up, it'll nice and happily slot in. You can see it's all lined up, it'll happily slot in. There we go. Bring that in, and then bring down the backpack like that. Go ahead and this arm of the shovel just comes down like this. So you want to bring the shovel down like this and fold it up like that, so this can then collapse up like that, push that in and bring that up like that, and that just more or less makes the backpack and makes it nice and tidy. Bring the arms down, make sure to collapse the torso so there's no gap there. If it uncollapses itself, then take this and take this little triangle piece and move it like that, so it like brings the hand out, rotate that around, and then close this panel back up. Same thing. Use that, open that up, bring the hand around, and then close up this panel, like so. And then go ahead and rotate the head around, and you have pretty much transformed Shovel Master back into his robot mode. There you go. Put him off to the side, and now we'll focus on Roller Master. Roller Master's most of his difficulty comes in the legs. The upper part's pretty easy. So first thing you want to do here is actually flip that up. And you want to take this piece right here, and you want to open up the bottom of the forearm and rotate the hand into there and close that up. And then move the arm up like this. Same thing on this side. Open up the bottom of the forearm, rotate the hand inward, and close up the forearm. And then rotate the whole arm up at the shoulder, like so. What you want to do next is untab this part right here. I just like to bring the chest piece up a little bit, so then you can then rotate this out like that. Rotate the arms out like this, and then flatten out those panels right there. Just flatten those out, and then compress the chest back down. You go ahead and take this piece and extend that, untab this, and then this will all come forward like this. Extend that, this is so you can get this bent like this. This makes it a little easier to get the arms around later. Then you can take these pieces right here. Before you do that, then you want to take this and rotate this around 180. Just rotate it around 180. Open up this, and then move this panel down right here where the legs are attached, and then close this back up. And then you take these pieces, you would take the wheels and move them out, unfold them, and rotate them 180 like that. Same thing. Bring this out, unfold this piece, rotate that 180 like that. Go ahead and start bringing the arms inward, and this is where by having it like this, it's a little easier to clear the arms through, like so. Now here you want to go ahead and take these pieces right here, move those down like that. So then when you bring the backpack down and tab that back in like so, And then this, you move the arms out a little bit so you can bring this in, back down, and slide this part. The arm wasn't caught. One. Go. Accidentally caught the arm weird. There we go. Bring the arms out like this so you can slide this. This part right here slides down, and then the arms will tab into the back here. Like that. And this part, you can go ahead and stretch this out, and this will tab into these lower slots right here. Like so. Give it a good firm press, and then take these and bring them up, and this tab right here will go to this lower slot right here. Mid-wheel. Like that. And that's pretty much the back half done. Now for the front half. Here you want to go take these pieces right here that wrap around the legs and unfold those. And rotate them 180. Just get that done now because I almost always forget if I don't do it now. Rotate that 180. Just get those around like that so they're facing the front side of the legs. Now here you want to go ahead and take the legs here, and this is the trickiest part. Okay, so this right here, you want to take this panel right here and slide it out as far as it can. Right there. You want to take that and slide that out. Bring this up, rotate this around, and rotate that panel around right here. Take the foot here, and you want to rotate that all the way around like that. And you go ahead and start folding this around like this. And you rotate this panel around like that. Take this gray piece, move it out, and then unfold the windshield. Fold that windshield like so. Bring that down. And go ahead and bring that back up like this. That gray piece. You rotate the foot around here, and then at this panel, go and bring that, and then bring that around. I think that might be heel spur, I never realized that. And of course take the toe here and fold that up against. You can bring this all and compress it in. This panel and collapse it. Bring this panel down, make sure it comes over the windshield properly. And then this panel right here should slide in. There's a tab, there's a slot here for this tab and everything, and this all should tab just nice together like that. And make sure this purple piece is below right here, is below everything as far as down as it goes, so it looks like that. And then this tab was in right there. That's 1/2 done. This part right here, again, same thing. Take this heel piece right here and just bring that up and around like that, and go ahead and take this and slide this out. Slide this out. Like so. Rotate it back like that. Bring this piece up and unfold that, and then unfold this. Bring this all around, like so. Open this up. Bring out the windshield piece. Bring out the windshield piece. Close it back up. Take the foot, spin it around, rotate, fold up the toe, collapse it right here, and then at that hinge right there, you can bring this down. Bring this down and over everything, like so. Then to get this all lined up. And then tab it all, slide this piece in. And tab it all together and hope it all is lined up. Yeah. There we go. Get that all tabbed together. Make sure that didn't unfold itself. Alright, and then you can go ahead and bring this all together. Bring the two halves of the cab together, like so. Give it all a nice squeeze. Make sure these tanks are tabbed in right here. Right there. Tab this in. Make sure it's all tabbed in. And there you go. There's this vehicle mode. Pretty straightforward, except for the legs. It's actually, again, it's one of those, again, it's much easier once you know what you're doing. But yeah, so combine mode. So first thing you gotta do there is actually you want to take this. There's this right here. There's multiple hinges. You want to bring that out like that. So this part's exposed. And you go ahead and take the cab. You untab these parts from the hips and take the cab, split it, and bring it around like this, like so. You want to go ahead and untab this piece right here. Untab that and bring that up and out of the way. So then you can take this, get this piece right here, and slide this out again so that there's enough clearance to go ahead and bring the foot out again. Bring the foot out like this and rotate it around. We'll go, and then this as well. This right here, there's a panel here which separates, and this needs to clear this tab right here. This needs to clear this. Come down to about here. There's a slot right here for this tab. There's this tab right here. There's a slot for. We're gonna bring that up like that, and then you go ahead and collapse that in. And here's the thing. Now, actually, before you collapse it in, there's one thing. Now, here's the thing. You want to bring this toe like that. Now, that's the toy method. If you want to go the cartoon method, if you want to go more toy accurate, go ahead and keep this rotated around like this and down like that. That will work as well. If you want to have it more toy-like, that's what you need to do. But yeah, otherwise you want to rotate this around like this and rotate it so it looks like that. And then you could go ahead and slide this piece inward and tab everything in like that. Bring this back down and bring it down and tab that in right here. And then this back part right here, you want to split this apart like that, and it'll come more or less wind up looking like this. And this part right here you want to bring so it's facing up like that on the hip. It's going to wind up looking close to this in the end. Close-ish to this, roughly. At this point, also, you want to take this gun here. There's little slots on the side of the gun, and there's a tab here, and this helps solidify everything for the combined mode. So make it sure it looks like that. This part. And you pretty much do the same process on this side. Open this part up. Slide out the side. Slide out the side here. Bring out the foot. Unfold the toe and bring the foot. Rotate this around and bring it around like that. Move this panel down and past the tab there. Line that up. And then you go ahead and collapse. Take this and squeeze it back in and tab everything back in right there. Like that. Bring this back down and tab this in. Bring this down and tab this in. Like so. Unfold this part. And bring it around like that. Make sure this part is facing up. Again, bring it around so it looks more or less like this. And then you go ahead and bring these all together. Bring it all together and tab it together like this. Tab the whole cab together like that. Hopefully it's lined up. And now take this piece right here. You want to unfold this. This is the weird part. You need to bring this down such a way. You have to fold this down so that it goes into this slot, and there's this T-tab right here which will slide in between right here. So you have to bring this down in such a way. It can be a little tricky the first few times. Yeah, bring it down in such a way that it goes into that slot, and then you just slide this back and it'll nice and compressed, and then you bring this and bring this back down. And there you go. There's more or less bottom part done. And then you take this part right here, open this up, untap that, and then just slide this whole back section back. Just boop, like that. Just slides back. Then you re-tab this in to this notch right here, this back notch on the wheel thing. That re-tab that in up here, and there you go. Now the face is also hidden. Face is also hidden in the combined mode, and there you go. There's the combined mode all squared away. So that's that. Pretty straightforward. So, Final thing, of course, here is to take it back to robot mode, and that's actually pretty simple once the combine mode is here. So first thing there is go ahead and take this, extend that back out, and unslot that, and then split the legs. Go ahead and take the gun, pull it out. From here, you want to take these pieces, rotate them back, and fold those up. Rotate that back and fold that up. Go ahead here and actually bring this up and tab that back in and close this up and tab that up all together so it's not all floppy. You go ahead and untab this piece, bring it up like that, bring this forward, close that up, close, and take this piece right here and slide that forward, or slide it out I should say, bring that around like this, close this all up. You can go ahead and defold this piece, so recording that piece up like this, bring it up and around, and also take this and fold that up, bring this down and around like that, and bring this around, and these will tab into this part right here, and then this piece right here will slide back in once it's all lined up. This piece slides in like there, like that. There you go, that's one leg done. You can also fold this out if you need additional heel support for whatever reason. Notice I don't really need it, but you can fold that out if you need it for additional heel support. That's a thing if you need it. Take this and open that up. Slide this piece out like so. Make sure to slide out as much as you can. Then open this up, fold this away, fold that back up. Take this piece, fold that down, fold this in, fold this back around in front of the gray piece, rotate this around, bring this up, take this piece and re-coordinate it like so. Re-coordinate it like that, bring this up, tab it in, tab these two pieces together, collapse this up right there. And you can also take the heel piece and fold that out if you want, if you need the extra support for whatever reason. And you can also take this piece and bring it back down like that. And you go ahead and take these pieces and untab those. You can untab the mixer drum from there and just collapse that. You can then rotate the waist around right here as well. Bring this up, untab the arms like so, and like so. Bring those up. And collapse this part right here, like that. So you can then fold this forward and unfold the arms. Take this part and rotate that 180. Fold the wheel in and then fold this into the torso. Same part, rotate 180, fold that up and rotate into the torso. Bring this back down, so. Bring that out, should tab into place. Slide this back down and then take this and tab this into the upper slots. Upper slots right there, so. Take these pieces and fold those back like that. The arms here can then fold, these panels can fold inward like that. Want to slide this up, the chest piece up just a little smidge. So you can then take these panels and bring them down and then collapse the torso down, and those will slot over much easier this way. You can go ahead and bring the arms down, bring this thing down. Sure that's really firmly connected and not partially connected. I had apparently down, and then get the hands out. This is the tricky part, just getting your finger in there so you can bring the hands, unfold that, fold the hands out and collapse that up. Come here, unfold the forearm so you can fold the hand out and close that back up, and there you go. There's his robot mode, and that's the entire transformation cycle for both of them. Again, it's not that hard once you know what you're doing, and if you don't have a camera in front of you or anything. But yeah, it's a thing. Heels are optional in Roller Master, I feel, but there you go. That's the transformation. Hope you found that useful at all, and I hope you check out the review, and I shall see you later.